Hello, and welcome to the Live Past Crazy Show. Your host is Yanmitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with her? Yanmitra appreciates you taking the time out to listen to the podcast, and it is her sincere hope that what we share is something that you can use to help you and someone you know live past crazy.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yanmitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. What better place to be than here with me? It is a holiday, so I know most of us are sleeping in and or taking day off from work. So I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you're ready to get this day started. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had fun. I hope you were safe. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to make sure I share the show right fast. If you've been missing the past 2 weeks, y'all, we've been talking about Team Abundance. So please make sure you catch up on all the shows. They have been really good. They have been really, really good. Please, and then if you share the show, please let me know so I can tell you thank you. Because sometimes I can't see when you share it, and sometimes it doesn't show in my feed for a couple of days later. So I can't see I can't tell if anyone shared it. So please let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Don't forget the Sister Rise Retreat is coming up. bit.ly/Sister Rise. That is coming up October the 16th through the 18th. That will be in Hilton Head. You can send me any messages if you have questions. Or you can simply visit the link and all the questions are listed there. It is also on Eventbrite. So you can check it out there as well. We've been getting some real good stuff in. We got in some adult coloring books yesterday. So those were really, really nice. So I'm excited. And don't forget on Sundays at 2, we have the Read Fearlessly bookstore where knowledge is heavy. And we check out some books together. So if you missed it yesterday, everybody thought I didn't have clothes on. I did. I was just wearing a wrap. So that was the difference. So on this wonderful, wonderful day, let's get this show started. All right, so the quote of the day, y'all. You cannot rebuke a thing that you continuously grant access to your life. And that is by T.D. Jakes. You cannot rebuke a thing that you continuously grant access to your life. And my way of saying that is you can't pray for a thing and say that you are not going to pick it up anymore. You want to be released from this thing, or you never want to do this anymore. And then you go right back before the words are even out of your mouth to pick up the very thing that you said you didn't want. So you can't rebuke a thing. You can't say you don't want it. Then you continuously give it access to your life. You can't do that. So think about that. Here's the thought of the day. Is that all you got? Is that all you have? So when we start, let's look at where we are now. Look at where you are now in your life and your hopes, your dreams, excuse me, your thought processes. Is what you're doing now all you got? Is this all you got? Is there more to it? If this is all you got, I don't want us to get caught up in saying the big words because or saying things that we're going to do, because this is something you can't lie about. You can't say you want to dominate, you want to be a champion, you want to be a winner and lie. You just can't lie about this thing, because your actions are going to have to line up to what you say. You've got to figure out, is this all you got? Is this all that you are? Is this all that you're willing to do? Is this it? And you can't lie about that, because if you lie about it, your actions are going to say a different story. Meaning, if you say, Joe, I'm about to start this business, I'm going to give this a try, I'm going to do this, but then you don't, then it just canceled out everything that you just said. You got to be willing to earn what it is that you say that you want. And is this all you got? Because you've earned what you got. And there's nothing wrong with what we have now. I love it. I love where I am. I love this space. But is that all I got? Is that all that I'm willing to give? Is that all I'm willing to push through? Is that all that I'm willing to do? So that's my question. Is that all you got? And then you got to be, good morning, Mama. I got on my mama's earrings this morning. Excuse me. Is that all you got? And this has got to be something that you can't lie about. You've got to earn it. And then in the earning it, you've got to dominate. So you got to ask yourself, JoJo, and these are questions I ask myself. Is this all you got? Is this all you given? Is this all you're going to think? Is this all that you're going to say? Is this all you're going to do? Like, is this it? Is this all you got? So on those days when I want to quit, where everybody says, oh, just, take a break, take a minute, do this. But is that all I got? Is the break right now necessary, or do I need to keep going? If I want to be a winner, I've got to do the things that winners do. And winners dominate. They don't have behind participate. They don't take for granted their position. They don't take for granted the things that they have to do. They go out and they dominate. And they look at what is the next step. And they ask themselves, JoJo, is this all you got? Is this all you got? Because in order to be a winner, and everyone can be a winner, you can be one. And the difference between someone who was winning and someone who was not, the difference between Team Abundance and Team Lack is simply how you apply your action. That's the only difference. So you absolutely can be a winner, but you have to be willing to do the things that winners do, and that's dominate. Now, if you're not willing to dominate the thing that you say you want, that's okay too. I want us to be okay with wherever we want to fall in life. And fall by, I mean, wherever we want to stay or be placed, wherever we decide to live at in life. I want us to be okay with that. And only you can make that decision. But my question to myself last night is that all you got? Is this all you have? Because if this is all you have, then if this is all I'm willing to give, and this is all that I have no room for complaining, because because I'm saying this is all I got. I have won on this level and I enjoy it and I don't want to go any further. So I need to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'm getting to the place where, and I've always said it, but I haven't really put it into action, and now it's really coming into action, that if I'm accepting where I am, I can't complain where I am. Good morning, Alexis. How are you? So if this is all I got, then if I'm deciding I'm winning just on this level, and then I don't like the level that I'm on, but I'm not willing to do the thing that gets me to the next level, then I have erased every opportunity for me to complain about it. Because now my question is this all you got? JoJo, is this all that you have? And if it's not, what are you going to do about it? What is going to be your next step? What is going to be? So the next step would be, we talked about this last week, routine and practice. You got to develop a routine and sacrifice. You got to develop a routine and think about what are you going to sacrifice to get to where you want. Everybody can be a winner, but you got to be willing to do what a winner does. And if you want to half behind to do you're going to get half behind results with half behind work. So what does your sacrifice look like for you? What is required of you? What is your routine going to require of you? That's why we have the Team Abundance Playbook coming out. I'm working on it. We have Team Abundance t-shirts coming out. If you want one, make sure you text motivation to 33777. So the question today is this all you got? You can't say you want it and it be a lie, because it's going to show up here. You can't say, oh yeah, JoJo, this is what I want. And it's a lie as soon as it leave your mouth, because it's going to show up on the back end that can't nobody do nothing about. You got to earn what you say you want. And you earn that by sacrificing to do what you need to do. That sacrifice may look like, okay, well, I don't watch this show today. It may look like, you know what? If I sit down and watch 2 sitcoms, that's an hour. And that's 1 hour that I could sacrifice, maybe walking, maybe planning my meal out for the day. Maybe that's an hour I could spend reading a book. Maybe that's an hour I could spend researching. I had an idea. Let me spend that hour looking up or researching about the idea that I just had. If you're not willing to take that sacrifice, I want us to be very clear. If you're not willing to take the sacrifice for the thing that you say you wanted, you should not ever complain. The sacrifice is on you. It's not on everybody else. What you want is on you, not on the outside world. It is not the universe. It is not God keeping anything from you. It is not life knocking you down. It is not the man forcing you to do. It is you deciding sometimes that the sacrifice is too great for the dream that you want. I like that. Is the sacrifice too great for the dream you said you wanted? Ain't nobody else said they wanted it. You said you wanted it. So is the sacrifice too great for your own dream? And for some of us, the answer is yes. I wanted to release weight. I won't find it again. The sacrifice was I had to give up French fries. The sacrifice was I had to give up candy. My peanut M&Ms are my weakness. Is the sacrifice too great for my dream? Meaning, my dream is good, but am I willing to give up them peanut M&Ms? And if I ain't willing to give them up, and here's the thing, you can have everything in moderation, but you got to be willing to sacrifice that thing first in order for you to achieve the thing that you say you wanted. And if you're not willing to sacrifice, boo, if you don't think you're worth it, there's nothing a pastor in this world, there's nothing any motivational, Les Brown, E.T., there's nothing any Tony Robinson, there's nothing anybody can say to you that's going to convince you otherwise. You have to be first willing to make that sacrifice yourself. You got to ask yourself, is this all you got? And then you have to go out and earn it. You can be a winner at whatever it is that you want, but you got to be willing to do the things that winners do. And that is to dominate where they are. You got to look at your next step and dominate that step. and then dominate the next step. And understand you're not compete at this rate where you are. You're not competing with the outside people. You're competing with yourself. You're competing with the old you and the new you. And you need to dominate the new you and understand where you're wanting to go and the things that you want to accomplish. That's your first step. You got to have a routine. And you got to be willing to sacrifice some things. If you're not willing to do that, then you are accepting where you are. And there is absolutely nothing anyone can do about that. Nothing. We can't do anything about it. We can't pray our way through it. We can't talk our way through it because you have convinced yourself that this is all you got. And is the sacrifice too great for your dream? The dream that you said you wanted. The quote for the day: you cannot rebuke a thing that you continuously grant access to your life. You can't. And that is by T.D. Jakes. So the question on this holiday Monday is going to be an amazing day. I want everyone to enjoy the day. I want you to be safe. But my question today is, and then if you're off today, you have some time to think and be quiet. Is this all you got? Is this all that you have? And if the answer is yes, I don't want you to aggravate yourself by complaining about what is currently going on in your life. You're making yourself mad and angry when you've accepted, because you just said, this is all I got. You just said it. So why are you mad and angry? You've got to dominate where you are. You can be a winner, but you got to be willing to do what winners do, and that is to dominate each step that you take. What is your next step? Look at your routine and what are you willing to sacrifice? Is the sacrifice too great for the dream you want? Y'all, people are leaving here, and they're leaving here very quickly. Is this all you got for life? Is this it? Is this your end all to be all? If it is, if where you are is exactly where you want to be, if that is exactly where you want to be, then you have no room to complain. But if you ask yourself, Jojo, is this all I got? And you say, no, there's more. Then, my sister, then you get to do something. Now you can move to the next step. Now you can be a winner. A winner. Anybody can be one, but you got to be willing to do the things that winners do, and that's dominate the next step. Dominating the next step could be dominating your mindset. It could be commanding your body, because right now your body has control over you. You don't have control over it. Your body says, oh, today we're going to crave chocolate, and you give it to it. Today your body says, ooh, I want something sweet and salty, maybe some salt and vinegar chips, and you give it to it. So the first thing to dominate is your mind. And so my question is the sacrifice too great for the dream you want? And that's a quote by Jojo Waddell. Is the sacrifice too great for the dream you want? The dream you said you wanted. Is the sacrifice too great? Yeah, you want to wake up early, but it's too great for you to get up because you like your sleep. Yes, you want to travel the world, but you have to sacrifice actually getting on a plane, and you're afraid of flying, so you can't see the world. You can only dream about it and look at it on pictures because you're not willing to sacrifice nothing for the dream that you want. Listen, I am afraid. I am scared. I may have doubts of what I can and cannot achieve, but they all coming with me, boo. Scared and all, we moving. We ain't sitting still. I will sacrifice whatever for the dream, for the end championship. Because that's what we're working for, right? On Team Abundance, it is our end. The championship is the end. And so the sacrifice is the fear has got to go. I can feel it, but I can't allow it to stop me. I can see doubt sitting over there like, Jojo, who do you think you are? I can see it, but it ain't changing my focus. That's just a distraction. Distractions will come. Doesn't change the focus. Doesn't change the goal. Doesn't change what I'm looking for. Is this all you got? And you can't say, no, I got more. I want to do this. Because if you say it and then you don't do it, you lying to yourself, not anybody else, because your words will match up to your actions. Your words, I would like this, your words will match up to your actions. Period. So is the sacrifice too great for the dream you want? Is the sacrifice of you having a routine and sacrificing something every day, is that too great for the dream? You know you want to start that business. Perhaps you want to move. Perhaps you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, but your favorite TV show is on. And you're not willing to sacrifice a TV show for the dream that you want. Understand that TV show just won. Is that all you got? And then if the TV show won, if you eating the chips won against you wanting to release weight, if you wanted to be healthy, if you eating fried foods, and I use health because it's the easiest correlation. If you eating fried food, drinking soda is easier than you sacrificing to live, you just chose Team Lack. And therefore, my friend, my sister, my brother, you have no room. You can't complain about the results that you get when you sacrifice nothing. When you sacrifice nothing, you cannot complain about the results you get. You can't. So I want us to be very clear. I want you to ask yourself the question today. Is that all you got? And if the answer is no, I need you to dominate where you are. You have to earn it. And everyone can be a winner. You just got to do what winners do. And at some point, you got to sacrifice. And you got to dominate where you are. And that could simply mean you're dominating your current space. You're dominating your mindset. You're dominating your thought process. You're dominating your habit to do something that you've always done. You can do it. It is. Let me tell you what's going to be hard. And if you've been with me for a while, you've heard this. We're 3 years strong. November, our anniversary is coming up in October. Was it November? November, our anniversary is coming up. The Fearless Morning Show. So you've heard this a lot. Right? It is harder for you to, it is easier for you to stop taking drugs. It is easier to stop smoking. It is easier to give up any addiction than it is to stop complaining. It is easier for you to come off a drug. It is easier for you to come off alcohol. It is easier for you to stop smoking than it is for you to stop complaining. That is a scientific fact. Please Google it. Because what happens when you complain is that your body creates a chemical response to that complaining. And it creates a chemical response that your body gets addicted to. And so that's why every day at 9 o'clock you can complain that you don't like where you live. You don't like where you go. You don't like the people in your house. You don't like your hair. That's why you can complain about that. Because at 9:01, when you haven't complained, your body is desperately seeking that chemical that you produce all the time. And your mind, which has also become addicted to it, will say, wait a minute. I need my fix. It's 9:01. And you have trained your body so well that at 9:01, 1 minute, a couple of seconds after 9, and you haven't complained, your mind says, excuse me, JoJo, we always complain at 9 o'clock. And it is 9:0001, and you haven't complained. If you make it to minute 1, your body is in turmoil like something is missing. It is. It is the chemical that you kept creating every time you complain. Some people never enjoy a meal, and they don't know how, because they've complained about every meal that they've had. And so when they had a good meal, and their self says, this was really good, that chemical that you created so much by complaining says, wait a minute, every time you put a fork to your mouth, you complain, and you put your fork to your mouth about 20 times and no complaining has come out. We're missing our drug. So if you want to win at this thing, if you want to dominate it, the first thing you're going to have to do is take control over your mind. Your mindset is a powerful tool. And if you're not willing to look at the power of your mind and use that tool for what it's for, then every sacrifice is too great. You will always complain. You will always overeat. You will always drink. You will always smoke. You will always take the drug because you're not willing to sacrifice anything for the dream that you said you wanted. The dream is obtainable. The win is obtainable. You can be a champion. You can be on Team Abundance. You can cut the rope, hang your jersey from the rafters. You can do all of that. But you cannot do it and you're not willing to sacrifice something for it. If you're not willing to dominate. What are you willing to sacrifice for the dream that you said you wanted? And some of us are not willing to do that. So on this lovely day, and it's going to be an amazing day, please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. The quote of the day: you cannot rebuke a thing that you continuously grant access to your life. The thought of the day: is that all you got? You can be a winner, but are you willing to do the things that winners do? And that is to dominate. What is your next step? And you have to earn to be here. This is something you can't lie about. You can't say, I want to be a winner, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because your actions will absolutely show up for you. They will let you know whether what you said is true or not. Is the sacrifice too great for your dream that you said you wanted? Your words will match your actions. And when you sacrifice nothing, you can't complain about the results that you get. When you sacrifice nothing, you cannot complain about the results that you get. And here's the thing, you can't say, JoJo, I sacrifice every day for my family. Do you really? Do you really? I sacrifice for my family every day, but do you really? Are you sacrificing yourself for your family? Or are you settling for your family? Meaning, is that all you got? You say you sacrificing, but is that all you got? Are you just doing the bare minimum just to make ends meet? See, there's more in all of us. I'm a firm believer of that. You got to want the more. So on this lovely day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget we have a podcast, and I am revamping the podcast. So be patient with me. This is the Live Past Crazy Show. Everywhere podcasts are, you can find it there. So please make sure you check it out. And if they don't have any of that, we have 5 books that they're free to read. Don't forget we have Team Abundance t-shirts coming up. If you would like to be on the mailing list, text motivation to 3377 to get on the mailing list so that you can pre-order your t-shirts. And the Sister Rise Retreat is coming up October the 16th through the 18th. Yes, we will have it. Yes, it's in a month. Yes, I want you to come. I have 10 tickets left. If you would like to give someone a ticket, please let me know. If you have any questions about the retreat, please let me know. We've been getting some great things in for the retreat. So today, as we close out the show, Fearless Thought of the Day, is that all you got? You can be a winner, but you have to be willing to do the things that winners do, and that is dominate. Is the sacrifice too great for the dream you want? The dream you said you wanted. So your words must match. Your words will match to your actions. And when you sacrifice nothing, you can't complain about the results that you get. You cannot. So on this lovely day, ask yourself that question. I hope you're safe. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that you are peaceful, period. And I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
Thank you again for listening to the Live Past Crazy Show with Jan Mitra JoJo. She is the only Live Past Crazy specialist, and she is glad you spent your time with her. If you would like to know more about why she knows crazy and about her journey, she invites you to check out her website, www.livepastcrazy.com, as well as follow her on social media. Jan Mitra is her tag for IG, Twitter, and Facebook. JANMETRA. She also invites you to join her on the Fearless Morning Show, weekdays at 7:15 a.m. on Facebook Live. Again, you can find us on Facebook with the Fearless Morning Show page or by name. Remember, as a result of working with the only Live Past Crazy specialists, individuals are able to identify the crazy in their lives and develop a specific blueprint to begin to live past crazy. Do you know anybody who needs to live past crazy? Then send them over her way, because there is life after crazy. Be peaceful, period. And Jan Mitra will see you guys on the next show.